No one was thrilled by the recent Netflix pricing increase, but the way in which they delivered the message was what really seems to have caused the majority of the backlash. Last week, they announced dramatically lower subscriber forecasts, and their stock has fallen 45% since July 12th. That's huge. Well, on Sunday, co-founder Reed Hastings ditched traditional news outlets and wrote an apologetic blog that also served as an announcement for Qwikster, the new service that will now handle the DVD portion of their business. Hastings also posted a YouTube video apologizing to customers and explaining the new service. Now, Chris, what do you think about all this? Now, this is where your expertise comes in handy.
I think it's a huge mistake on Netflix's part to basically split their business into the streaming business and the DVD business. I mean, I'm a fan of both. I like to collect DVDs. I like to alphabetize them. I break them down into categories.
You're OCD with
I'm
your
very
filming?
OCD,
Yeah.
ADD, HD.
So you
But
yes. used to hold on to DVDs, right? See, I'm like a big believer. I used to hold on to CDs and all that. My husband's like, what?
Really?
Oh yeah. My husband has a huge issue with it, and I'm like, honey, I got a new CD. He's like, why? And I'm like, because listen, it was enough for me to have to separate with mixtapes. Okay, I'm not separating with
You're
my
living
CDs.
in the past, Soleil. You need to
Sorry, my God,
this
that's
sounds
how
like
he feels.
a new TV show, Celebrity Hoarders. You could be
Yes, my husband,
on that show.
Yes, my husband says that.
That would be an awesome show. I would love to see what you collect. But
yeah, is this going to work,
still like
Chris?
physical media.
Yeah, what's the point of this? Is this just basically killing off the DVD?
Yeah,
Will this work for their business?
Yeah, well, physical media is I mean, it's not going to exist at some point in the future.
Yeah.
I mean, that is going to go away. You and I are still going to hold on to our collections. It will look like we're crazy, but that is going to go away. So it's kind of like they had a Frogurt and donut shop and decided, you know, why don't we just split it into two shops? You take the Frogurt business, we'll take the donut business, and ultimately what they're doing is the DVD business, Qwikster, is going to die. Qwikster will fail.
They're separating also their fan base.
At the end of the day.
Netflix was known for loyalty, right? They had so many early adopters. Now, how can they deal with the customer service in this aspect, and then also the loyalty? How do they bring that back to the company?
I don't know. I think that they just keep making the wrong choices. If they had just asked a few people in this room, what do you think if we did this?
Some sort of focus group.
And even the name Qwikster sounds terrible. Did they
Yeah.
spend more than 5 minutes trying to come up with names?
What do you think, Soleil?
Here's the thing, you know, I am still, again, call me nostalgic or call me old school, whatever. But I literally, there was this huge epiphany I had when I took my kids. We had this Blockbuster in our neighborhood, and it was like, literally, I had to tell them when it closed down, like, we can't go to the, I'm gonna start teary. We can't go to the store anymore. And it was so unbelievable that the realization that we are changing, right? So, and they asked me why, and I said, because now we have Apple TV and Netflix, and they were like, oh, and I had to explain to them the box on the screen. So I don't know. I mean, like, I still like having a physical thing in my hand, but I don't usually go through all the trouble, the mailing and the this and the that, so I wind up watching it on my thing. So
this is whatever's available and accessible.
But I like to go and rent a movie, so if they opened up a video store in my neighborhood, I'd be the one person.
You will be Qwikster's biggest fan, I'm sure, in this case.
Well, yeah. To both our panelists' point, we had somebody, Matt Dudley TN, tweet that imagine if Netflix and Qwikster combined services, unlimited DVD and streaming. Now that would be awesome. Something for everybody.
Oh my God!
Exactly.
That's
back in the day.
We
also had somebody, Ronnie Hepler tweeted in your posted in Google Plus. Separating the brands doesn't really bother me so much as I'm separating the websites. If I can't find it on the streaming site, will I now have to go to the disc-only site and search it all over again? So it's bothering people on that level as well.
So it won't be one.
They want to.
They're separate. They're separate entities.
They want to be their own entities. And the funny thing is, when any company starts, you know, a new brand, you look at all the sites, make sure nothing's taken. The fact that their Twitter was taken by a guy with an Elmo smoking a joint.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
talking about branding, where was the brand help here?
I mean, they could have done a simple search, and they could have even offered this kid money. Hey, we'd like to buy.
Well, you're not allowed. That is
Qwikster.
actually illegal to supposedly pay people for accounts.
Oh,
but
really?
Anyway, besides that. no, but I mean, that's the funny thing. This guy wasn't even using the Twitter account, and then he comes back and he's like, "Oh, I'm getting all this attention now." He went up like 8,000 followers in a day.
Yeah, no, I mean, they
probably
really...
good to get the handle before you.
before you announce the name. Guys, I mean, rookie move.
And the funny thing is, Blockbuster actually bought a promoted tweet. You know, they've been bought by Dish Network now, and they're going to be starting to stream too. So there are going to be a lot of players in this game.
Do you think they could just open up like a little kiosk that I could hang out in with the kids? I don't know.
Start it yourself. That's what moms need to do. Mommy bloggers unite to start
There you
those.
go, right.
There you go. Well, since announcing the pricing changes, 75% of new Netflix subscribers have signed up for streaming only, a sign of the times. And that brings us to today's poll question. Do you prefer streaming with a limited number of titles available or having access to nearly all movies, shows, and games with DVD by mail? Let us know by answering our poll on facebook.com/whatstrending. All right, guys.